Let's take you to this story now. The South African Human Rights Commission has written to President Cyril Ramaphosa seeking intervention on the plight of Abahlali, baseMjondolo movement members. The South African Human Rights Commission says 24 members have been killed over the past 14 years, but only 2 convictions have been secured by the state. It believes that the Justice, Crime and Security Cluster needs to urgently intervene to help the movement. ABM advocates for the rights of people living in shacks to gain access to decent housing, services and, of course, education as well, quality education. We're joined now by the Commission's KZN Acting Provincial Manager, Pavershree, Padayachee. Thank you very much, Pavershree, for your time here on eNCA. This is something that has been a problem for many years now in terms of Abahlali, baseMjondolo. It says a lot that you've had to now write to the President for that community to get assistance.
Yes, thank you. That's correct. There has been many calls from other organizations, both locally and internationally, to support the plight and concerns of the ABM. The Commission equally shares these concerns given the vulnerability of the ABM and shack dwellers in general.
All right, so talk to me about some of the issues, for instance, especially with crime in the area. Have you, as a South African Human Rights Commission, have you had any conversations and confirmations and evidence from police that they've, tried to do something about prevalent crime in that area?
Well, currently the matter is under investigation, so we are still busy with this process. The Commission will be engaging with the Provincial Commissioner at a local level. However, one of the important factors to consider is that there is a trust deficit with the ABM and the local SAPS, and this is really due to the consistent non-responsiveness of the local SAPS to the plight and concerns that have been raised by the ABM over the years.
All right, so, that's why I go to the point that, for you to even write to the President, skipping, for instance, your Minister of Police, Bheki, why did you take that drastic decision?
On assessment of the complaint before us, or the complaints rather, there's clearly a need for a higher level strategic intervention to be able to provide some appropriate redress for members of the ABM. And this is why the Commission has resolved to writing to the Presidency to consider the Justice, Crime and Prevention and Security Cluster to look into the plight and concerns of the ABM. It is the view of the Commission that certainly there is a need for this higher strategic level to bring relief and redress to the ABM and their members.
And of course, what about those members of the ABM, Pavershree? We are heading to elections. I don't really expect you to talk anything about that politically, but when you go to years where there are elections, do you feel that the situation is boiling and it's probably going to spiral out of control with this community feeling forgotten? Are they despondent?
Look, it is of concern. It is a matter that, yes, definitely there are tensions that are going to spur. The ABM in particular is a group that has not aligned itself particularly with the ruling party. And so, based on consultations with the ABM, it is clear that they feel very victimized, harassed and intimidated because they have distanced themselves because of their own differing views and so forth.
Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, Pavershree. Hopefully, the Presidency will respond to you and come to a solution. That was the South African Human Rights KZN Acting Provincial Manager, Pavershree Padayachee, speaking to us there.